soft-scripted. It's a term used for reality TV, meaning that it isn't really reality, it's improvised scenarios. The production team have an idea for something they want to happen. They'll give the cast a starting point, some key things to hit in the middle, and an end point. So really, Hogan Knows Best is pretty impressive for what it is, a showcase of the Hogan family's ability to act.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bring the things that I really need.
Oh, I'm so tired. Please don't be messing with me.
I can't tell you how many nights I went to bed and the last words I heard before my head hit the pillow were, "Fuck you, Terry."
The Hulk's often been pretty unconvincing in film, particularly when he couldn't shout his lines. Tender moments feel pretty forced.
Don't wait up for me.
Yet here's Hulk, successfully blurring the lines to bring his family in on his new project, Little Hercules.
I'll say yes. So we'll have the entire Hogan clan in Little Hercules 3D.
Oh my God, the Hogans go to Hollywood. This is huge, brother. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, officer. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And so begins our tale.
Per stupidity. It's insane that in today's world they will publish or shoot any kind of movie. Avoid at all cost.
And who will teach me how to dance?
What?
But father, I want to learn about being human.
The special effects are on about the same level as a Zoom background or the movie Amazing Bulk, which it's estimated cost about $14,000 to make. It makes you wonder if they used up the entire budget on Hulk, Gould, and whoever's to follow.
Greetings. Leave now before a world of pain befalls the great god of Babylon.
I suppose the actors sort of knew what they'd signed up for, but must have held out an element of hope that for all their air gestures in front of green curtains, some magician would come into an editing suite afterwards and make it all look like Avatar.
First, there was the major challenge of dealing with 3D for the first time. It's a double camera that's side by side. It moves differently. Every time you move it, you have to make adjustments and changes. It's a very complex process.
Plausible deniability is beginning to wane.
Yes!
The movie is of such low quality that even with the change of 3 different types of glasses, the 3D effect was just terrible.
It's Hercules. He's on Earth. How did my son get to Earth?
Well, you were slightly preoccupied, darling.
Oh God, they're turning into Greeks again. Jeez.
Right. Sure, I would say, fuck off! But I would never directly call him a dirty name. He called me a dumb cunt!
Yo, man, so what'd you say your name was again?
Hercules.
I heard of Shaniqua, I heard of Marquetta, but I ain't never heard of no Hercules. Everybody calls me Little C.
Yo, C! I said I wanted that board!
If I ever said F you to one of my kids, I wouldn't be the same person. It would shake me to my bones. But when she was drunk, she didn't hesitate to use foul language in front of the kids. I even heard her use the C word on Brooke.
Hercules! Hercules! Hercules!
Mark John Jeffries is probably the only one who sounds natural and unrehearsed, albeit linguistically, too stereotypical.
Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about! Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about!
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about!
That's what I'm talking about.
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 What are you talking about?
Pigeonholing. The act of poking a female's butthole with your nose while eating her out from behind.
Who is this?
Oh, it's Hercules, Mom. I told you I brought a friend home.
Your friend's hurt.
Here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In Greek mythology, the Hydra of Lerna is killed by Hercules, who then dips his arrowheads in its poisonous blood. Hercules sees his wife Deianira being attacked by the centaur Nessus from across a river and shoots one of his poisoned arrows at him. It burns him from the inside out, and in his dying breaths, he He apologizes to Dianara and tells her to take his blood-soaked tunic as a gift of forgiveness and that it will make Hercules forever loyal to her. And eventually, Hercules does show an interest in the new woman, Iole, so Dianira decides to gift Hercules the tunic. It burns him as the arrow did the centaur, whose blood has been contaminated by the hydras. Hercules kills his servant Lycus, who he believes poisoned him by just fucking chucking him in the sea. Then he builds his own funeral pyre, all while his flesh is turning to liquid, sets it alight, jumps on top and waits for his body to give up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, rubbing alcohol can really sting.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna burn.
Nobody had ever told the story about Hercules as a youth, and the fact that this was a troubled, young man who was part mortal and part immortal. I thought that was an interesting conflict to talk about.
It's the story of a boy who wants to be human.
Hercules. Hercules. Yes, Hercules, it is I.
I'm so sick of seeing Hulk Hogan's head in a toilet in every movie.
Terry called me and said that if I didn't come back and do the reshoots that VH1 was threatening to sue, I'd rather have drank bleach than gone back to face him again.
Mount Olympus is for the gods, not for puny mortals.
Camera set. Action!
Olympus is for the gods, not for puny mortals.
I really wanted to poke his eyes out.
I want that exam, Chiquita.
Hello, X.
Who is that girl?
She helps me out with my homework.
It's just an extraordinary little movie that's gonna be giant.
Hi, Hercules.
Hi.
Turn the camera off! I told you to turn that fucking camera off!
She yelled.
School is closing, so it's our last semester.
New athlete? What new athlete is going to come to a closing school to be on a losing team? Hello? All right. It doesn't make any difference what your name is or where you're from. I mean, can you throw anything else like you just threw that discus?
Richard is also learning how to reduce his Ukrainian accent.
Watch me do it, okay? His Ukrainian dialect sometimes stands in his way of being accepted by a wide audience. Get yourself a cork. How wins.
How wins.
Howl through the pine.
I actually threw the javelin in 480. That was a good year. I won.
His accent was considered too European for an American audience and was subsequently dubbed.
I do javelin best. See that sign?
Nobody can reach that sign.
A true Olympian can.
The sign's so far away, there must be quite a few other signs before that one, but they all know which sign he's speaking about. The sign beyond the field, at the end of the street, invisible to the human eye. Like father, like son.
I don't know what that is. Oh, up there. That's the wall. That's the wall up there, brother.
What? Total Chessafest.
I didn't know you played. Well, I'm actually here about Curtis. Last night he came home with a friend. I don't know his last name, but his first name is Hercules.
Hercules?
Yes.
Well, I'm not familiar with a student by that name.
Why don't you come by for dinner tonight and we can discuss it?
Nah.
Well, we've got a lot of work to do.
It might be good to get away from it all.
No.
You know, just for an evening?
No.
Bring the piano?
No.
That is a very nice invitation, but...
But you're not going to accept it, are you?
No.
No.
Anyway, the next scene is Judd at dinner with Robin Givens.
Dean Reynolds found a way to attend Dana's dinner.
You have a strong fantasy life, don't you, Hercules?
It's no fantasy. It's true. My stepmother tried to kill me many times.
I'm sure you're wrong, Hercules.
No, I'm not wrong. Whoa!
Again, in 3D, this will make you shit your pants.
Elliot Gould as Socrates. I mean, you really can't do better.
Just relax. Put him down. Put him down. Hercules, put him down.
After we completed the reshoots, I spoke to one of the executives at VH1 to explain I couldn't do season 4 of Hogan Knows Best. I also asked if they were going to approach me legally. The executive had never intended anything like that. Terry had just lied to me to get me to come back to Florida.
Can you come to trailer with me real quick?
I said something like,
Fuck off!
You can be my secretary any day.
was no physical contact whatsoever, just the fuck you ringing in my ears.
He's arrived, Mr. Reynolds. The new temp is coming downstairs.
I told you to turn that fucking camera off!
He's arrived, Mr. Reynolds. The new temp teacher. He's coming downstairs. The new temp teacher's coming downstairs.
Good job. I knew if you did it like Linda, it'd be fine.
You said it all along. You're the actor.
Told me she owned this nail salon she worked in, and she drove this brand new Corvette. She was cool.
And it would definitely make for great conversation at the nail shop the next day. How many people can say they fucked a giant? Fuck off!
Hello, Mr. Potter?
Mr. Reynolds, I've been looking forward to this moment for years, maybe even centuries.
Oh, what a great attitude. Lovely chap.
Welcome.
Why do villains always laugh? The same reason clowns wear red noses.
Remember me? I'm Little Hercules from Mount Olympus. I'm a player. What's up?
You're funny.
Push comes to shove, and a lightning bolt that we throw at each other accidentally opens up the clouds, and my son ends up running the streets of LA.
Whoa. That is Greek writing.
It's also glowing.
We have to verify the authenticity.
Okay.
Robin Givens alone, repeat alone makes Little Hercules worth seeing. Robin Givens is, as usual, the highlight of the film. Makes a sexy and stimulating acting debut.
Robin Givens' hotness, restraining order, draws power from Robin Givens' sexiness in Blank Man.
Robin Givens, once again, Robin Givens' hotness. Robin Givens alone saves Givens by herself lifts the penthouse. Robin Givens is the highlight of a very funny and sexy film.
Okay, this film's pretty good, but we need more of the Big Show and Hogan growling like cats.
This is something that my nieces and nephews can watch, which I don't usually get to have, because a lot of my family won't watch the movies I do because they're much too violent.
Look around you, Zeus. You know where you are?
Where am I? You're in a room and there's two exits, one on the left and one on the right.
The Great Babylon! Pain!
Zeus and Marduk eventually say they're bored of fighting each other, meaning everything in this scene didn't really serve any purpose other than to show off these special effects, which, in a conventional sense, feels a bit misguided.
What is this movie? They fighting yet nobody helping, just chillin' like OMG funny ASF most dumbest and funniest movie.
This is Kintaro. We would love a one-on-one challenge against Hercules from the Fontana School.
Hercules is 12 years old, so I assume this man is as well.
What's going on here?
Why the fuck is Big Show in there?
So where do you think you're going?
To finish the games. Not this time. Marduk.
Instead of always being in the gym trying to please dad and have the best physique, shouldn't that kid be out just playing baseball and stuff like this? But, with you, ask him how you train.
You would rather train, right? That is not the question we asked.
Not you! I'm talking to Little Hercules.
This is amazing! It's a blur!
Nice race, Hercules.
My son may live as a mortal.
I guess I'm ready to go home, Father.
But Zeus tells him he can't because he just fucking said he wanted to be mortal, so has to spend the rest of his life on Earth.
In Greece.
Why in Greece? Why not with his friends he's made in California? Don't worry about it. Hulk's already learnt his lines and we'd all like to go home.
Oh, we're in Hollywood.
Oh my God.
Dumb cunt!
Zeus then takes Hercules back to Mount Olympus anyway and says, "Who's your daddy?" and then it ends.